So my name is Whit Webster. I'm the founding partner of Open Road Capital Advisors. We are a boutique investment bank that has taken my experience and some of the members on the team of having spent over a decade on the private equity side as an investor, having run a company as the CEO, and now building an investment bank to help founders really prepare for and ultimately have mastery over their exit, and they're taking control of that process and that transition to the next phase of their entrepreneurial and career journey. So we work with companies 1 to 5 years before they sell, and then take them through a very competitive and I would argue top-notch sale process from an investment banking perspective. In fact, that's how I ended up meeting the Up with Ivy team, was through having seen their work on the other side. We take and really level up our game by working with them and putting together a confidential information memorandum package that really communicates the business clearly in a way that is having sat on thousands of processes on the other side is not often executed particularly well in the market. So I think we take and level it up from there. Yeah, so our mission is to help founder and family-owned businesses experience a great exit as they transition through selling their business and moving on to the next phase. And it's really working with them to increase the value and transferability of that business so that they're picking the right next owner, from both an economic perspective and from a partnership perspective. The right next owner for one business may be that they paid me the most to get out, and the right next owner for another business may be that they are going to take care of my team and my people. And having run companies and been on the private equity side for so long, we have a really unique perspective in the market where we can help companies sort of guide through that process. I think the site does an amazing job of reflecting our mission. I think that the perspective that we were able to show in terms of our experience and how we think about partnering with companies was delivered in a really clean fashion. One of the things that drives me nuts about most websites is there are way too many words, and I think that we've done, or the Up with Ivy team in particular has done an amazing job of really simplifying it and delivering it from a visual perspective. So I think our mission ultimately to help companies prepare for that ultimate exit and map their path, kind of meet them on the road where they are. I couldn't have asked for a better visualization of that. No, I think it was important to launching a new website for us, and that A, is our first website, and B, I think the experience that I've garnered throughout my career and other members of our team, if we'd have just gone with a basic sort of Wix, create your own website, which I have done in the past for previous businesses I've started, but it wouldn't have clearly communicated in the market what we were really about and what our experience really brings to the table. And I think having a well thought out, well presented website added the credibility in the marketplace that we're really looking for, and that's proven to be true in the few months that we've been live with it. Yeah, visitors to our website, I think what's in it for them is it's a place where they can come to understand more about the exit process, and ultimately, hopefully, what's important in the exit process, which is preparing for it. It's not just waking up one day and saying I need to sell my business, and it's really taking control of that phase of exiting and transitioning away from something that they've worked so hard to build. Yeah, go to our website, fill out. There's a form, very detailed form. There's a few different ways that folks can get involved with us. One is as a potential client and preparing for or immediately going to sale. Either way, I think we've got a form that you can fill out, and we can jump on the phone and sort of talk through and figure out where the business owner is or the owner of the business is, and how we can help them navigate the path one direction or the other. And then for those folks that are looking to invest in businesses, there's a place on there where we can sort of capture your criteria and make sure that we're, coming out when we bring businesses to market, we're showing you things that are relevant. And then folks that are advisors to business owners, whether you're a wealth advisor, a lawyer, a fractional CFO, whatever that may look like, and you're working with business owners, and you really ultimately know that this business owner cares about preparation and planning, and you think you've got a valuable business that, with a little bit of work, they can ultimately maximize that value and maximize that outcome. And filling out your information on our website and reaching out, or you can reach out directly to me at whit@or-cap.com.